He's old as dirt.
Okay, chapter 4-5. What are we talking about today? We're talking about solving equations. What makes something an equation? What makes something an equation? When it has an equal sign. Doesn't have anything, but it has to have an equal sign. That's what makes an equation. What's a quadratic equation? Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That's what makes it quadratic. It has degree 2. You understand that? Okay, step 1 in solving quadratic equations. You have to first make sure the equation is set equal to 0. If it's not equal to 0, you got to make it equal to 0. Step 2, find the GCF. Step 3, pull out the GCF. How do we pull it out? By doing division. Step 4, factor what's left in the two binomials. What does two binomials mean?
The two
sets of parentheses, right? And then step 5 is set the GCF in each parenthesis equals 0. Step 6 is solve each small equation. Step 7 is these are your answers. These answers represent your x-intercept. What's an x-intercept? The point on the line where it crosses the x-axis. If it's crossing the x-axis, that implies what about y? Crossing the x-axis, what does that imply about y? It's 0. There's no height to it. There's no depth to it, which means y is 0. That means I have the ordered pair x, 0. Now, because in mathematics we like to make things fun, we like to put different synonyms to other things. What's a synonym? Two different words that have exactly the same meaning, correct? Two different words that have exactly the same meaning. An x-intercept is the same thing as solutions, answers, factors, zeros, and roots. So if I say find the factors, I'm actually meaning find the x-intercept, which is find the roots, which is find the zeros. Do you understand that? Perfect. Here we go. Turn it over. Better have a pencil in your hand. You better be writing it down and participating with me. The faster you write, the sooner we get to homework. You better beg, please, borrow, and steal. Okay, number 1 here, or actually number 10. It's out in your book, I believe. What do I do? Step 1.
Make it equal to 0.
Make it equal to 0 by subtracting 9x. That was a group effort on that one. Good job.
You're welcome.
Okay, on the right-hand side, I have it equal to 0, but what is the order that I put it in on the left-hand side?
Negative.
X squared minus 9x plus 18. Why did I put it in this order? Ax squared plus bx plus c. Do we understand that? Step 2. GCF, what's my smallest number up there? It is not 9, it is 1. The phantom 1 is there. So do I have a GCF? Do I have an x in every one of the terms? No, so I have no GCFs. Then I skip step 3. What's step 4? Factor two binomials. So how do I split up x squared? X and x. I need to have a positive 18. What's it say about my sign?
Negative.
They're going to be the same. And how do I determine? I'm going to look at the middle terms. So that's minus, minus, and those are cemented. I need factors of 18 that are going to add to give me 9. So 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. What am I going to use? 3 and 6. So I'm going to plug in a 3 and I'm going to plug in a 6. Am I done?
Nope.
What do I always check? Inner gives me negative 3x. Outer gives me negative 6x to give me negative 9x. Now what? I factored in two binomials. What's the next step?
Set the GCFs in each.
Set the GCF in each binomial equal to 0. Do I have a GCF? No. Do I have two binomials?
Yeah.
Yes. So I need to set each one of those equal to 0. So x minus 3 is equal to 0 and x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now what?
Yeah.
Solve each small equation. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. X is equal to 3. There's my first answer. Add 6. X is equal to 6. There's my second answer. Do you see what I see? Way up on the board over there. That there be them x-intercepts, yeah. Next! Yeah, it was. That thing there. That thing there, the x-interception, you can do your work.
Are you dribbling?
Not what?
What?
Okay, step one, what do? I need to make it equal to 0, so how do I do that? By subtracting 20x. Gentlemen, I'm going to make someone come up here and teach if you don't stiff your lips. 25x squared minus 20x is equal to 0. Now what? What's the smallest number up there?
0.
What's the smallest number up there on the left-hand side? 20. So are they all divisible by 20? What's the next one? 10. Are they divisible by 10? What's the next one? 5. Are they both divisible by 5? Yes. Is it just 5 that's my GCF?
No.
No. What else do they have in common? And what's the smallest x that a term can give? X to the first, correct? So they can only take or give what it has. So if I pull out a 5x out of each one of these terms, what's 25x squared divided by 5x? 5x. And what's 20x divided by 5x?
4.
4 is equal to 0. Okay, now folks, talk to me. What do I do? Can I put that into two binomials?
No.
Is that a yes or a no, y'all?
No.
Why can I not put it in two binomials? What's that? Well, that's okay if there's not 3 terms. There's another reason that is much more important. What's the exponent on the 5x link inside of the parentheses? A 1. Can I break down an x to the first evenly?
No.
No, which is, since it's not squared, I can't break it down. So I can't break this out into two binomials because my exponent's not a 2. So that means I take each one and set it equal to 0. So 5x equals 0 and 5x minus 4 is equal to 0. Does everybody understand what I just said?
Why did you?
I can't break down 5x minus 4 evenly because that's not an x squared. Now, how do I solve 5x?
I didn't divide by 5.
Excellent. Then x is equal to 0. What's going on with the next one? What do I do?
Add 4.
Add 4 and then?
Divide by 5.
Excellent. So 5x is equal to 4, divided by 5. X is equal to 4/5. What are these called? X-intercept, what else? Answers, roots, zeros, factors. Okay, what do I do with this one?
Gotta get it equal to 0.
I gotta make it equal to 0. So what do I do? I could subtract 3x from both 3x squared from both sides, but then I want you to stop and think about that. If I subtract 3x squared from both sides, what does that make that? How many of you like to deal with the negative on the x squared term?
No.
No. So instead of subtracting 3x squared from both sides, what else could I do?
You make 3x squared plus 16x equals 12.
I could subtract 16x and 12 from both sides. Do we see that? Because we always like to keep the x squared term positive. Okay? So that's going to give me 3x squared minus 16x minus 12 is equal to 0. Uh-huh. Now what? Now my question is, my lowest number is a 3. Does 3 go into 16? No. 3 goes into 18, which is all what you were thinking. Okay, but it does not go into 16. So do I have a GCF? No. So I need to break this down into two binomials. Do we all see that, yes or no? So I'm going to break down the 3x squared, so that's going to give me 3x and x. Does everybody understand that? I need to have a negative 12. So how do I get a negative 12? My signs have to be, are those cemented or flip-floppable? Flip-floppable. I need a negative 16, but I need to use factors of 12. That's 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Which one have I always told you to use first? The closest ones together. So now let's think about that. I need to get a negative 16. But am I adding or subtracting? I'm subtracting. So do I need to get, whenever I do inner and outer, I need to multiply that together. Do I need to get over 16 or do I want to get under 16? I want to get over because I'm going to subtract the quantity to bring it back down to what? 16. So let's think about this. If I use 3 and 4, if I put the 4 here, 3 times 4 is that over 16? If I put a 3 there, is that going to be over 16? What does that tell you? That 3 and 4 are not going to work because it does not get me over the value 16. Does that make sense? So now I need to try the 2 and the 6. So where do I want to put what?
It's gonna be
6 in the second position. 6 times 3 is 18. Is that over 16?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. So inner gives me 2x. Outer gives me negative 18x to give me negative 16x. Is that what I wanted?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now what? Set each one equal to 0. 3x plus 2 is equal to 0, and x minus 6 is equal to 0. How do I solve this one?
Add, subtract 2, then divide by 3.
Subtract 2, divide by 3, so x is equal to negative 2/3. What's this one going to be?
Add 6.
Add 6, x is equal to, oh, freeze, y'all, no one moves.
Already?
Yeah.
When you're having fun, time flies.
Oh,
Gotcha. That's I love math.
when you make a fun of issue.
Everybody loves math.
When you're making fun of it,
Is that right? Everybody loves me math.
Come on, try to get out with love. Well, we gotta get out with love.
What?